Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Sana we anyo
Good evening, folks. Samson told Umbrella Public Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight for joining. I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul, who was on an assignment, and we were sitting here for him for 2 hours. I've sent a link out. Hopefully, the analysts will join me tonight, but we sent a link out already. We're going to be a wonderful, wonderful conversation tonight, and we hope our brothers and sisters will share this show as many people as possible. Share it because we can people have people watching on YouTube, people watching on Facebook, but please share this video to as many people as possible so we can have the conversation as we continue to talk about our country. I want to thank all of you that tune in. Please continue to share it to as many as people. Whenever you find information coming up, please share it, please, please share this video. That's the only way we're going to have a huge number again tonight. If you share, once you share, we will have a number. So please, those of you that are tuning in, just click on share and you share it to somebody else and tell them the Libra is on. And I'm on here tonight. Safety, safety, Lord Jesus, we want to thank you for everything you continue to do for us and you have done in the past. We have faith in you. We believe in you. We know you have the ability to help us. Whatever we're going through, my Lord, you are there for us. You always been there and you will continue to be there. We say thank you. My Lord, we say thank you again tonight. As our brothers and sisters, those who are unable to join us tonight, whatever situation it is, my Lord, please step in. Our brothers and sisters who are unable to be whole tonight, please, my Lord, make them whole. Because we do know that you have the power to do that. We believe in you, we have faith in you, because we know who will follow. Those of our brothers and sisters that don't know you, we will continue to encourage them to come and know you, because through you is life. And we want to thank you for that. We want to thank you. My Lord, we come again tonight to say thank you. We come again tonight to pray to you for the Republic of Liberia to be blessed. That the people of the Republic of Liberia to be blessed. That the President Joseph Baka, is to be blessed. We ask you to extend his life. We ask you to give him the hand, helping hand that he's going to need to continue to govern the Republic of Liberia, to do good things, because that's all he said he was going to do. Through you, that things are possible. Through you, President Baka is going to deliver. We want to thank you for that. We want to thank you. We want to thank you. My Lord, whatever door President Baka is knocking, please open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. Bless his hand. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that indeed his hand is also going to be blessed. We ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America, in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's go ahead, Tabata fall down tonight. Oh, many people turning in already. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you. But if you can just share, 140 of you, if you can just share this here, it'll be very, very welcome tonight. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So let's go a little bit. I don't want to talk much about this video that going on social around on social media about the case against former Speaker Flantikova. We believe in Jesus. God don't let ugly things. So whether who lying or who not lying, but in the public eyes now. And they told us the reason why they want a grand jury, special grand jury, they told us, because this case has public interest. And in reality, public interest in this case is growing. Somebody will get Huawei out of the government or Frankie Kova and people. But Frankie Kova and people are not going to get Huawei. The government will get Huawei. They will give them okra. The government, you will see them ringing bell. And this is going to be bad. Because you'll have the government ring bell live on TV. Oh, that's going to be something else. That's going to be something else. Look at my people. Yeah. I don't want to say so much. That's why I said the other day. I want to think that managerial court, there's either magistrate or whatever court that is. Victor can tell me all that one, but he's not here tonight. That court that's forward a case forward, I want to say congratulations. I want to thank you very much because what this case has done is definitely going to shine light. The case is very interesting. Not so much for Flanty Kofa because I know he's going to win anyway, so I'm not worrying much about that. But the judiciary system itself, meaning Liberia have no trust in the system. But there are those who are managing the system, like the Chief Justice, continue to do her best to make sure that the law in Liberia are respected. Continue to do her best. You think she don't get tired? You know how many times people write and read? You know how many times people the justice say write and read? You don't think they get tired? Yes, they do. But they continue to do their best to make sure that the laws of the country are respected and adhered to. That's their job. That's their job. And I want to congratulate them. I want to say thank you all. Because of you, people like me, I can leave Sacramento tonight and go to Liberia. Anybody start fooling, I going to the court. Anybody, whether government or no government, start fooling, you can the government they can grab me right away and put me to South Beach. But eventually I will go to court. And the court will look at the case. They say, Samson Toe, you come from way America engineer working for the state of California, one of the best engineer ever. You're going to come in the country to start trouble? Go back to jail. The court will throw me to jail. Or the court will say, look, government, that Samson told the main battle here. He can't hear, he can't look, that can't go back to Tota, eat pepper soup, the catfish from Sesto River. I better be careful when I say catfish. And I'm God. I can't just say he catfish in Tota. I can't say that because the river behind the town, you can't eat the fish. So I say catfish from Sesto River, Samson told eating. I want people to understand that one. And I never ate catfish from Tar before. So I just say catfish from Sesto River. Let me say that again. So I want y'all to know. Don't come here and tell me, say, oh, you, I don't, look at me. I'm 500-year-old. If you eat catfish from Tar, you're done. Your life over. I'm doing good. God is there first. But let me say again. So the court will look at the government and say, wait a minute, what are you doing? What kind of business is that? Because you got power, you want to misuse the power? What something to have done to you? Oh, because he LPR analyst, and sometimes he disagree with you. So now you want to throw him in jail because of that. What has he done? Then the government say, well, something to King and run him off. Run him off where? Where you say? Where you say? Hey, he said the public minister, they spent $22 million nothing. Oh, that's true or that lie? The court of the Republic of Liberia. Because of that court, if they do well, the people of Liberia will be happy. Here's the most interesting and very serious business that the court is quite aware of. The lane issue that is coming is like a train. No brake on the train. It coming. The only braking system we have on the train. Gideon. Let me put my fan on with it. Turn it on. That's the air conditioner. That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, folks. I'm sorry. Tell something else. My son. Yeah, I don't want to get hot. You know what degree? You know what Sacramento? It's hot in Sacramento. I'm talking about Liberia issue. I'm very hot right now. Samson, too. I'm hot. But let me go back. So the system, okay, is the only braking system. The court is the only braking system. The land issue that coming, y'all say something to say. If the court can prove themselves to be transparent, what are President George we are put you there? What are President Baka put you there? What are President Sadi put you? It doesn't matter. Blind. You can see that woman at temple just there? Blind. She can't see. She got the soul. She caught it the way the law sees it. So this case, all that thing, the Facebook video that going around, cutting people legs small. But even as that, the judges, I believe in them. I won a case at the Supreme Court. Samson too. I won a Supreme Court Republic of Liberia, and I won my case. I'm on file. I won my case. It just ain't say where the men are from. Because you know what the people in total that land, that same land issue at home. You know what the people say in total? You know what the people say? They say I ain't even from total against that. So they threw me out of town. I went to court. I won the case in Zwadru. The people in total said, I'm not listening to a case in Zwadru that I am where 5 men, you forget it, man. I told my lawyer, let's go to the Supreme Court. He said, Mr. Todd, I said, let's go. Whatever it takes, I will spend it. Because I believe the Supreme Court and the judicial system in Liberia is going to be fair. They're not going to say because Samson told live in America, he got money with. I ain't got money. A fast thing. Because Samson told live in America, he clean caca. Yeah, clean caca. I'm doing no good job here. He clean caca, and therefore, I want the court, the Supreme Court, blind. What are in America? What are in Total? Because the people in Total say, I'm from Total again. Because I've been away from them for so long that I'm not part of them again. Therefore, I own no land in my town. I said, Supreme Court will tell you the case. So we went to Supreme Court said, what? Where is it? Where is it? You won the court the case. Samson to win the case. That the Supreme Court, that the judiciary system, on this Chief Justice, the law of Liberia will reign supreme. Will reign supreme. Will reign supreme. The two beautiful lady are watching me. I gotta be careful. Lady, no handsome, Ma Kotu, Ma Fatu, Fatumada, no handsome, Let me do my small handsome face, small now. Oh, welcome, lady. Thank you. By the way, let me go. So this case, what kind of video showing on Facebook? Oh, what kind of video the people say 200,000, 100,000, 50,000? It doesn't matter. It will show our evidence. The truth will be determined soon. So, the interesting thing here is this. As usual, I've always explained it to you guys. Flanty Kofa. Sometimes, yeah. Fatuma, you're gonna kill me tonight. You agree with it? With it, Nyama say. I beg you. But thank you. You're gonna kill me tonight. But anyhow, let me go on. I've always said this here. Okay? The folks here. Flanty Kofa, I've always explained to you guys, he's all about Liberia. Even in his spirit, it's about always Liberia. That's the true statement. Not because he's my friend. I have dealt with him. One time, let me give you guys an example. I was in Liberia about 2 years or so ago. No, a year or so ago, I was in Liberia. So I was going, when you come from just President Walker House, that rehab, the one that they take you all the way to Dupo Road or something like I feel forgetting the road, sir. Yeah, that's my road. I don't live there, so people from Total kick me out. You want in Montreal, you want kick me out, you kick me out because I know you're street. But anyway, so Frantikova going that way. So I was in a car driving. So my engineer's son that just came to visit, he was in the car. He said, oh, that speaker Kofa car, that deputy at that time your deputy speaker, deputy speaker Kofa car there. I said, what? Kofa is here. So I pick up my stuff. I said, what are we here? I said, small brother, that big brother, I behind you, I driving right behind you. He said, oh, right away. He said, oh, you in Liberia? I said, oh, I like to see you. I said, oh man, you are driving. The car traffic was there. If there were any other person, I said, oh, let me stop. But he knew he had Liberian traffic behind. He can't stop. The last thing he said is, we're doing our best in this country, big brother. We're doing our best. I have to go to work early this morning because it's about Liberia. I have it. What my other phone said? No, that one there. I have that text. I have that WhatsApp exchange between Speaker Kofa and myself. All about Liberia. Even in his spirit. even in his spirit. When this Balahulu were going on, I texted, I tried to stay away from him because I knew he had so much. When your house caught on fire, I sent a message. He said, responded, it's all about Liberia. You know what he said? Thank you, big brother. But can you imagine, he said, other Liberians that do not have the statures that I have, they have houses are caught on fire and nobody can go to them. Look at how many people pulling, sympathizing with me on this burning business. We have to do what we have to do in this country to move things forward so that everyone will be happy with what we do. Frankie Cover a house burn. I tell him, I'm thinking, sorry. You see where you going with that? Yeah, the point, where am I going with this thing here? The court taking this case. The court is taking this case. And here's the interesting thing here. Let me say it again. On a very serious note, the court is taking the case, but I bet you every one of those judges that are going to be involved, they have been warned very strongly by the head of the judiciary department or the judiciary side of the government. Take it serious. No nyama nyama business. Take it serious. No business. This is very serious. We're not going to have anything. Why? Why you think that people are going to take it serious? Why? Why you think that? Because I told you before, the land issue, the land train rack that is coming, is going to be huge. And if the court is unable to establish itself as being trustworthy for Liberian to hold their peace until they go through the court system, most likely might want to take matters in their own hand. And the court, under this justice, chief justice, been saying to themselves, this is the court that are going to settle issue no matter who is involved. We follow the law. We're going to follow the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. And that's why that left-hand speaker, the court made him to come back and put his right hand up. It's not about Flanky Kofa. It's not about Flanky Kofa. The man came in illegal to put his left hand up. The court said, oh, that's what you want to do? We told you we go start the court, then you come back and put your left hand up. Okay. The court came back. Flank and fluke. They turned it around. Flanky Kofa said, I resign. What the man say, I speaker already. My hand was up, my left hand, I speaker already. Why he say that one? Because he knew he had nothing. So air. Because of Flanky Kofa. You're not going to have people coming. If I'm not Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, they're not going to push me out. You have to remove me legally. Precedent has been established. Precedent has been established. By whom? Former Speaker Flanky Kofa. All about Liberia. Flanky Kofa is also aware that Liberia can only function properly if the judicial system is transparent. Because that is the last result. I won't care about executive. Executive have been challenged before many times. But when the executive bring their order down and they said Supreme Court say, boom, where you going to go again? That the justice minister coming to interpret the Supreme Court interpretation? That what? That what? That not confusion they're looking for? That not confusion? A unity party was in opposition. And honor president we are, Supreme Court, and this president we are, what's his name, Musa Dean, make that kinds of interpretation. You know what unity party was going to say? You know what they're going to say? The greedy people of Unity Party, you know what they're going to say? Unity Party they were not interested in governing. They were interested in filling their stomach. I said so. I said so. And they use us. Well, Then people say, well, Mr. Toe, you're not small ball, you baby. Mr. So says, liberal that baby, liberal that baby. But no, on a very serious note, they ride on the back of our father. Hey, my man, stay out of it. Don't come, don't come be asking plenty of questions here tonight. Just stay out of it. By the way, I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul, who is on special assignment. Thank you. What kind of assignment? I ain't a business. I say you on special assignment. You want me to tell you what special assignment is? I beg you, man. You think I like my job? I tell you what special assignment is. You will kick me out of the show right now. No anniversary. So, but let me go on. Okay. The question I was asking the last time, they said, when Kofa resigned, why Speaker, left hand Speaker, regime Speaker, why he didn't resign? How will you resign from a position you never had? Tell me. Tell me. He didn't resign. He said, okay, I'll run. Because he knew very well he was in the speaker. But that's not the issue. I'm not going to talk about this video that going around. Many of you have seen the video. I'm not even going to talk about it much because I have no way to authenticate that. But that's not the issue here. Those things will be brought up on this Chief Justice. On this Chief Justice. The transparent. She's her level of transparency, as far as I'm concerned, is beyond reproach. Nobody can beat that one. So she will not allow anybody that's going to handle the case to come do it like the family Dr. Budman family senior versus William V.S. Tutman executive administration, where GAP then was making all kind of remark. This is not the case. You see, the issue here is the rescue one calling rescue two. The people say I shouldn't say tenfold. That you don't want somebody to say tenfold rescue one. But I send a link out, folks. Give me a call. Join me here. So, I'm doing a good job. Okay. So, the issue is Franti Kofa and his people, according to what I read yesterday, most likely will be charged very shortly because they have set up a special grand jury and a special. You see, all of those process. You know, one thing, me and Joe, we don't get along well. He even know me, I don't know him either. But one of the things, we got to be truthful. One of the things President Weah administration did for many Liberians that was so good. President Salif came in and she had a two-week party smoke all over Liberia, hiding things, doing things like that. But when President Weah came in, if they're going to steal, they steal publicly. If they're going to lie, they lie publicly. If they're going to govern, they govern publicly. Everything they did, Liberians were aware of it. President Weah came here and opened a thing. He said, if I'm going to steal, I want you to see me. Because I want tomorrow. Some people say, you are stealing. Some people say, you are not stealing. No. If I do it, I want you to see it. So President Weah honor his administration. Liberians are aware of all of the governing function of the Republic of Liberia. Many of them. Nothing. That's why I gave me Unity Party harder now. Liberian eyeball open, close, honor President Weah. They know when you want to, they know. Because they look at it, they look at dancing foot. When they look at you dancing, they say, I see what President Weah used to dance. Look at it, then they know. So President Weah open the floor. You can't fool any Liberians. You people will not be a Unity Party. Not President Barker. I separate President Barker from that one. I keep telling you that one. I'm my father. Yeah, I'm entitled to it. I'm entitled to separate. Yeah. What are you going to say? And I entitled to it. That you don't want to get my opinion now. My opinion for you. Opinion is like, you know what? Everybody got it. I have mine. And I'm allowed to express it here freely. But let me go on. Tabata open to know. I want to party. You can go up and come down. Open up. A open. I miss one of my regular caller, and that's Ambrose. I miss Ambrose. I hope you will join her here. I don't know how long you're gonna be out of the country, but I hope Ambrose will pray you come back quick and join us so we can have fun. That's Ambrose, Ambrose, Ambrose. Okay, but let's go on. So on a very serious note, this court system, the court, the Franti Kofa case, had a court also on trial, had the executive on trial. Okay. 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 Franti Kofa, Speaker Franti Kofa, you able to join me here tonight, CEO? CEO, they play you air. The undercover investigation. You able to lead that play and come join? I bet you, CEO. If you show face, I will not say no more Tabata here again tonight. If you just show face, I will say okay. I will be everything, everything. Who wrong? I will say who wrong. Who right? I will say who right. But until you show face, Tabata. So don't can't say anything yet. Clarence David, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me. Tabata, of course. So, but let me go on. Let me go on. So, let me go on. So, the case itself. Okay, all right. But anyhow, let me go on. Let me go on. So the case itself, Franti Kofa and his buddies, speaker, real speaker, real former speaker, Franti J. Kofa, is on trial and his buddy. The judiciary system itself is on trial. Executive, they're on trial, including the police, everybody. They were look, you ain't see fun yet. They laugh here. I would want to show you, I would not like it. They want to I would say because I will not eat crow on it. There's no way that I'll be able to eat crow on this one. Eh? You know what the lawyer gonna do? They will start with the smoke, and they will play the IG statement. The way they smoke load that arson, that Vatican now, when the Pope, based on the smoke, we can say when they finish electing the Pope, the way they look, just the look of the smoke, it's like awesome. Okay, they took out one, put it in the lockup. The same way we did to CDC, that is the same way they were doing to their case. They bind up for the error, on false error. They don't even have to bring in their own people to testify. They will use the police, their statement, their behavior, and the government, including the father of the nation behavior and his statement. They will use those things against the government itself. They don't have to bring in new evidence to say we got it. No, 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 no. Your Honor, I want the police IG to come up. You tell, and in fact, this is most likely what they're going to do. Most likely, this is what they're going to do. They say, Your Honor, well, could you please allow us, as a form of demonstration, to build some sort of bubbles or something like that? Then they say, okay, I just want to light paper here. Then they put the paper on fire, and then I say, IG. The way they smoke for that paper burning, like, what do you think? So I don't know what he means. Okay. Then they play his statement. Click. They smoke. From my observing, the way they smoke look like that's an arson. It's okay. How do you know? You smoke detector? I will laugh on the show. Yeah, not like it. Then they say, okay, move from there. We want to bring the father of the nation. Then Samson say, no, you can't bring the father. Then the Ice King What do you mean by hooligan, sir, when you make that statement? And he would say, I'm the father of the nation. I was upset with everybody. And because of that, as a father, I was making a statement. I wasn't accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying this is a behavior of hooliganism. And so the people, when we go out and beg for money, will come back. We don't expect people to come damage thing here. So whatever it is, that's my statement. I was angry with everybody. It's okay, you're the father of the nation. You sit on one side, you're right. Then they bring in the fire detective, the proposed fire detective with a gold watch. They will flash a picture on the screen. So look, that the fire investigator coming. the case is the case is a laughing stock. To be honest, I'm not even a lawyer. To be honest with you, it's a laughing stock. You know, in engineering, okay, you can compare this to engineering. In engineering, so before I graduated, okay, we have a project, and my project was we had two individual project and then the group project. When we did an individual project, I was doing. Uh, I think this was a group project. Yeah, no, the group project were okay. Two group project. Let me make it this. So my responsibility as a designer, we were building doing a building. So I decided to heat the building system. I was responsible for the heating system in the building. So I want to save money. So instead of going with all of the new heating system they have now, okay, cooling and heat system where you come and put your duct system and you downsize and what have you, I didn't want to do that because I thought water is plentiful. So I wanted to use cooling system that uses water. They still have those in the East Coast. That coil system that's sitting on the corner of the building, that's the cooling system I wanted to use. So I designed it. They still have the designing process still going on. But many people, nobody uses that anymore. So I did that. And now I have to defend it. And when you have to go and defend those things, the president of the university, the president of the college, and of course our own dean, everybody was there. So the president of the university, after I finished making my presentation, everybody clapping, blah blah. No total English. I tried my best. I had a video. I set up my the recording after, and then you will know what year it's one of those big ones. That on day phone stuff. That one of those big recording you just put it on your shoulder. I said it. I still have that video. But anyhow, so the president of the university asked, Mr. Two, I said, yeah. So have you realized that this system has not been used in modern day design of a complex building like you have done here since the 1950s? It's the same thing here. The type of case they bring here, the kind of witnesses they haven't had that kind of case since Tottenham versus Aberport in the 50s. And when you come to consider your got case, they will tear it apart. You know, one thing I have not heard, though, I have not heard any statement from the what's my call from the Justice Department. So in Front Page Africa have this, and then people, I bet Terry gonna come tonight and tear me apart because I'm using Front Page Africa. Front Page Africa had what they call here attempted uh, attempting to bribe witness. Okay, my son coming on say. The Tabata said they look at the one, look at the other one here. The Tabata too much for the other front. Allegation of political coercion, unlawful detention, and human rights violation has suffered in a high-profile investigation into the December 18, 2024 fire that devastated section of the Liberian Capitol building. Front Page Africa. And people say, well, Front Page Africa, they hate me. Okay, just sit down there. Front Page Africa eating your lunch. You know, I can't talk something you say that they're talking about hate. Rescue 2 help me get here so you can defend the one here. The claim center around John Nyeti, a key figure named in the case, who was recently returned to Liberia on undisputed circumstances and is now allegedly being held on a state civilian. Guess what they put in? Five-star hotel. They place him in five-star hotel. They protecting him. You want to protect him, man? You got to tell the middle total and protect him from there. You got to put him in a five-star hotel, man. What business is there? Okay, so let's go on. The fire, which broke out in early hours of December 18, 2024, caused extensive damage to the legislative chamber of the Capitol building in Monrovia, disrupting preliminary operation and prompting a national security investigation. Initial assessment suggests arson. Oh, because why? They look at the smoke. They look at the smoke. They say the arson. The case. I think I need to buy myself some more juice because I got a case where I talk about I be drinking my juice. You know, because, what is this? What, folks? Again, Samson too. I'm sitting here tonight for Mr. Soul. I apologize for many of you who are going to be taking Tylenol tonight because I believe in Mr. Soul. Yeah, you won't be taking Tylenol, but he's not here, so I'm here. If you're going to take Tylenol, please help yourself. I'm not going to stop you. But let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. So this is it's okay. All right. Several permanent investigator later named several permanent lawmakers as persons of interest in the case, including former House Speaker, the real House Speaker, not left-hand Speaker, okay, J. Flanty Kofa, Representative Subo, Representative Kamara, Representative DB, all were affiliated with the then running. Look at this. That the kind of thing y'all will come bring. Where jury y'all will find in Moria that not sedition in jury? You're in trouble. I feel bad for these people. I feel bad. Where jury y'all will find Montserrat County, specifically the Montserrat of the Liberia, Moria, that will not be sedition. You go where? In your white town that I play okay, your jury front that will not be sedition. Where y'all go? Nuclear town? You got nothing there. You got serious problem. The government itself going to be backing the judge to move the venue. Maybe the venue need to be taken to Lofa County. Maybe they will get good jury over there. Said they got sedition over there. They'll be a big year. But let's go back to Maria. They're gonna Master, thank you. The people they brought ridicule. They want me to ridicule that. Why? What in Monrovia? You bring a special grand jury. Fine. The jury you're going to get in Monrovia that are not sedition. Where are you going to find them at? Let me go city by city, and tell me which part of the city you're going to find Unity Party people that will be on the jury. Let's start from Lockington. You're not there. They ain't got you got nothing there. Okay. Let's go to Nuclear. Oh, forget it. I said Nuclear. I said Flanty You got nothing. Let's go to Slipway. Woo, forget it. Because you can't even climb the hill. That sedition over there, they're in control. You're in trouble. let's let's go to I don't even go across. I'm still coming. I'm working my way from across the bridge now. I gotta go all the way past Cinco and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's go to Busakora Camp Johnson Road. Oh, forget it. That Grand G there, CDC. You got problem. Wow, see, the case, you got nothing. So where you gonna go in Monrovia? Even if you try outside of Monrovia, you say, okay, we'll truck, we're trucking you. This is ridiculous. We're trucking a jury. Joshua will win the case. We were trucking the jury. Where y'all get it? When y'all go trucking the jury now, you go to Nima County CDT, divide that one. You go to even I don't call it Lofa. The people say I must stay away from my county. President Walker said, no, you're not getting people, you're not trucking jury from here because these are the Lofa people. They stay away from here. So where you will get a jury now that will try to, on a very serious note, the city of Monrovia, the citizen of the city of Monrovia, you expect them to let you run away with this. They saw you. You tried to chase Flantikofa out of office. The sympathy level for Flantikofa is high right now in the community among Liberians because you didn't do this thing right. Here's the thing the lawyer gonna tell you. You'll call your chief investigator. Yeah, Julia tell you, tell you, well, Christ, don't help me. Don't bring me handkerchief for me to drama. Let me put it up. Let me put a comment. Let me put a statement. Listen to what he say. Don't cry when the time come. Okay. I will not cry when I cry. Don't bring me a handkerchief. So, but let's go into it. Let's go into it. So the jury, okay, that you're gonna find, right? So they will say you ran after Flantikofa to remove it. You didn't do it right. You brought in Regine Speaker. He told us that. These are the kind of thing. Yeah, kind of defender. Yeah. Let me bring in Rescue 2. Rescue 2. Oh, Rescue 2. I thought I was a handsome man right here tonight. You know, I can't bring you say I call you hair. You're looking all sharp and things like that. How come is
Come on.
yeah,
That was him.
they are Rescue 2. You're supposed to let me be the one to shine. You're supposed to outshine me like that. Yeah. But Papa, you got no shame now. You will tell you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. So I'm really enjoying myself tonight. So the case, the jury, what jury you will find in the city of Monrovia that have not taken interest in this case? Number one, the jury you're going to bring in from city of Monrovia, they saw you running behind Flanty Kofa, not literally, but Flanty Kofa only defend and his only refuge, but through the court system. He obeys the law and follow the rules. So the jury that you're going to bring, if you can find a jury in Monrovia who is not a seditious, the other sedition, then you say, but and a sedition helped to removing, yeah, but many of them are unsanctioned. CDC sanctioned. The sanction that came from America and they put it on CDC. Remember, there's some of that sanction CDC people. They took some of that sanction and put it on the people there. Let me bring in Terry. I think I'm enjoying myself. Let me stop the enjoyment too much on here tonight. My Esther, thank you for joining us again. Thank you, Terry. Rescue 2. Let's hear from you. What's on your plate? I'm enjoying myself. Let's hear from you. Yeah, you hear what my ass does it? Bring Terry to sport issue. Because everybody know where you coming from. Where you coming
No, don't worry, you got me good.
from. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Let's
You
hear
know
you.
that you guys have made a show a traditional show now. The Ma Esther and all. Yeah, but Liver, today the guy that was saying those stuff that caught my attention,
Mhm.
talking about 50, 100, 200,000, and people are all over the place talking about it, and those are some of the things that are going on in Liberia right now.
Let me hold you
200,000.
right. Let me hold you right there, Terry. Let's take it serious a little bit. This story, the 200,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever it is in the public glaring. Is it not? It's in the public domain, is it not?
Yeah.
Don't you think that things like they have some sort of bearing in the selection process of jury?
Well, that's why it's going to be proven out
Okay.
because somebody can't just say something and it become factual.
No, 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 no. You see, you're jumping. Oh, you're jumping. And
No,
that's
how
why I
you do?
say. No, but you're
You
jumping.
say
You're
the jury
jumping to
will
what?
look at it. The
That's
jury
why I said.
himself,
That's why I say. I
you
said.
know,
I said. This statement, true or not, but is it not in the eyes of the public already?
it's in the eyes of the public.
Okay. So the burden now is on the government to prove not only Frantikova then guilty, but to prove that this young man is lying and to prove that this thing did not happen.
Right.
Do we not? Do you? Is there never been a case where a brown envelope have exchanged hand publicly? Are you not
Publicly.
aware of? Yes, yes, publicly.
Well, if you say
We
secretly,
saw
I
we
will
saw
agree with
Madame
you. But,
Sally. We saw Madame Sally pushing hand brown and pushing hand, brown
no,
envelope
but
back.
it was not done publicly. It was
I
just gossip. It was
No, no,
never
no, no, no,
proven.
no, no, no. On video, they gave her. They put the brown envelope until and push it to her. She push it back.
Okay.
Okay, so we know that. But besides that, you want to tell me Liberians in Liberia are not aware of brown envelope exchanging hand?
They are aware, but
Are they
obviously,
not also? Hold on now. I will pepper you with small question. I'll let you free and you tell your own. Are they not aware that this case originally, when it started, there was charges made that money was being exchanged for certain things. Are you not aware of that?
yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, you're free. Go ahead. Let me hear you.
There's allegations that have not been proven, liberal.
Okay. Okay. All
You
right.
know,
But there's other allegation. The other allegation you can prove it.
that's why the other one you can't prove it either.
I rest my case. Go ahead. Let me hear from you.
There is no. First of all, you can't be a fugitive and then be saying the people trying to bribe you to talk. It
Why did
don't make
Brian?
sense.
Why did Brian point to the 5-star hotel if he featured it?
But the man had to be pampered. He's trying to be arrest. You're trying to arrest a fugitive.
Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna do? You gotta pamper the person.
Oh, to arrest to arrest a fugitive. They want to put custody in cartoon bag. Me Maria draw them from Maria to the.
Liberal, there are so many. First of all, the man is a fugitive. There's a possibility that the government engage him for him to be able to testify, to be witness,
Okay,
and
but
all of
hold
that,
on now.
which
Hold
is
on now.
possible.
Okay, but he's fidgeted. You told us he's fidgeted, right? He was
Yeah,
running from fidgeted means that means he was running from the law.
right.
So when the law grab him, they say, okay, even though you're running away, but we want you to testify for us, but we'll put you in a good hotel and give you one of the best chicken we can find in Liberia.
Liberal,
Uh,
you believe that thing? That man looking like somebody whose government would tell, I will give you 200,000.
no, no, I've
Liberian?
got money. I've got money in you. I said they put
No,
you in the best hotel. That not
yeah,
true?
it's possible. We watch these things on movie where
Well,
security
well,
apparatus,
oh, so
security
plastic.
security apparatus,
My
when they're
people,
trying to track, when
you're
they're
listening
trying
to
to
that
track,
bamboo divine cola.
when they're trying
Te-
to track a criminal,
Terry,
they
Terry,
create atmosphere
Terry,
for them to be able to confess.
are you saying to me tonight, Frantikova case in the court, the main character is on the line, Liberian judiciary character and whatever it is on the line, and you're telling me that movie, that
No, listen
Hollywood?
now. I'm not saying a movie. I'm
What you say?
saying
Yeah,
we have these experiences
on
from
movie.
both from movies that we
Uh-huh.
watch on security apparatus,
Yeah.
from even in a society there are history. There are history in a society that can tell you how government carry on these things in order to track criminals down. So
Okay.
it's just obvious. The problem here is they're looking for the
What
main.
what's obvious? When you say this is obvious? What one
Is
is
this
obvious?
guy not the guy that is alleged that the government accused Dixon Sibo of letting to run away? Is this not the
Okay.
same man?
Okay. Is that why they're putting a luxury hotel or that movie
That
also?
is on the government. That is the security apparatus. We are not security people, liberal. We don't. When the security trying to track down criminals,
They
they
put it in the hotel. They put it in the
they can
hotel.
do whatever they want to do in order to get a criminal under
To
their
get
control.
okay. If you, but wait now, the criminal you got him, he was in your hand. You're not running away again. You won't take him to jail. You won't take him to sub beach, but you talking to the hotel.
Because you need information on him.
Can you not get information on him if you're to take him to the police station, interrogate him properly?
No, you
Oh,
got
you
to
not,
pamper the man. The government have
oh,
the power.
so the
Labor.
first group, no, hold on now. You can't run away with anything here tonight. That Babu Divine called out right now. You want to tell me Rescue 2? You want to tell me the people that they grabbed before? Why they said they also have evidence. Apparently, they must have said something. Did they throw the people in Best Hotel in order to obtain no information?
Those people were pampered as well from the
In a hotel,
preliminary stage.
in a hotel, they stay in South Visual in a
No,
hotel.
the people were pampered first. They
How?
were giving. Those people were talked to. They were trying to convince. They wanted to convince them for them
Fine.
to be able to. They wanted to convince them for them to be able to compromise. And most of them, whatever they said, oh this that, and how they put it inside. What I'm trying to tell you, in order for a government,
Mr. Zango, when you're ready, just throw your thumb up and we'll bring
in order
you in.
for government to track down criminals, they have to do what? They have to pamper you. They have to be able to secure
Mr.
you
Hold on,
first.
Terry, just a minute. Mr. Zango, when you're ready, just throw your thumb up and I'll bring you in, please. If you can hear me.
I don't think he's hearing you.
Okay. All right. Let me bring you in. If you're not ready, we'll take you back off. All right, Mr. Zango, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Talking about now they say, yo, go ahead.
Wait, don't engage in your man. That wait, just sit down. Let
There
him
were the two of you coming on to net. I want your income with ratting to be me here because
Oh, man, nobody ganging up on you.
Quiet, Terry. Let's go ahead.
because
So you're saying that the government of Liberia, if they want to arrest a criminal, they got to pamper and then put them in a hospital, good hospital. I mean, sorry, put them in a good, I call it, put them in a good hotel. And let me bring in another one here, Mose, who most likely might take your stay here.
that's a mean man you bring in.
Yeah. So you're telling me that and folks, I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. So, who is on into undercover, investigating some serious matter here. Yeah, undercover CDC. Did I say undercover CDC? he was so kick me out of. I mean, he going to investigate. Let's put it that way. But anyhow, Terry, let's hear you again. Then I can bring in Mr. Zanko and then.
What I'm saying is, this particular case here, my man, I hear that thing plenty of time.
Hey, don't listen out. Don't look. They think they just
especially for sedition. Then
hey, don't. I expect you not to pay attention to the group, man. Go ahead.
But here it is, right? The man's claim people say 50,000 that the government promising to
Terry, let me hold you on right there, because we can't just let a guy write this thing and let go.
No, let him enjoy it.
Hold on. Let Pepper in a little bit. Let's just give him Pepper a little bit, then we can let him go. When you first started here, you said you had a divine feeling, that President Baka was going to win. Long time ago. And that revelation came through. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as public is concerned, you're not a fake pastor. You are a genuine pastor who does things for God. Let's move on. Make your point.
Yeah, so the thing is that maybe Mr. Sigbe can help me or help us because he got vast experience in this area. But I believe if the government wants somebody to talk, a fugitive, they can pamper them. They put them in places and try to get information out of them.
So from what you're saying now, and I'm very serious on this, from what you're saying now. So I want to go to Liberia, but I want to stay in the best hotel. So I gotta come and say I did something here. You'll catch me too. And then maybe I can
go call trouble. Maybe go call trouble. Go join the group.
No, they don't like me already. They will not pamper me. They will take me straight to South Beach.
But Labor, what I want to say before I want to get out of there, because you don't want me to get out.
No. I want you to stay right here. Okay,
that's
go ahead.
the strategy you're working on. You don't want me to learn my thought.
Okay,
my
go ahead.
thought is for the sedition. You say the man 50,000. The government wanted to give him 50 grand. The man did not receive it. Yesterday, Spoon TV or Tender Water Spoon. That was today he ran away. He didn't count on. He said
But
100,000.
how you going to make a conclusion like that?
But man, those are some of the reasons why we're talking about last night that the government people they're now forming their own podcast. You say 100,000, the man say you want 100,000. Today the man said that 200,000. So which one will believe now? My point, I'm not saying the government didn't engage in, I'm not saying the government didn't promise you anything, but what I want to know, which one of the story that we will believe right now? Because as this case is in court, and everybody talking the Tabata, and first of all, look at the place the woman, the family member was standing. Look at the place the family member was standing, telling about say the government say 50,000. You go to CDC headquarters. That the place you go say the government were trying to send in 50,000, then you become political. If your relative is being bastardized, or how you would call it, by the government and all over the place trying to bribe him to give that kind of a session on Honorable Kofa, then you will go to CDC headquarters to go stand behind the pulpit where they can say Jose, Amanda, did that the place you will go give that kind of information on your relative.
So what is your conclusion on that one? Since you
It
did that,
tells you
that
that
means
it's a setup.
okay.
It
Thank
tells you
you.
that it's a propaganda, it's a setup.
Okay.
So
Yeah, have
even
you learned that?
if they had a
Have you
good
learned that? Have you learned that well?
let me land on this last one. Even if they had a good case, which is possible, that the government is trying to pin Honorable Kofa with this thing, that to CDC headquarters, then you get conflicting information that is not corroborating with each other. It does not line up. So definitely you put doubt in the people, even the very juror you were talking about. And to be honest with you, don't trust the juror. And I see juror that put Gloria Mususka in jail, that the people that you will go trust, they put what suffering that what the government getting 300 each, they will buy down. I'm talking about 1,000 or 300.
So
They get it 300.
you just made my point though. Those the
Okay.
juror was all sedition. Let's put it that way. And so, but anyway, let me welcome Victor Zanko, Mr. Zanko. Thank you for joining us. Let me also welcome Moses Segbe. Moses Segbe, welcome and thank you very much. We appreciate all of you from you know where. We got one, two, three, four, five, six come from you know where. So I think we're doing good here. We're doing good. But anyway, Mr. Zango, on a very serious note, thank you for joining us. Let's hear from you. What's on your plate?
Let me yield my time to Moses, and I'll come after him.
Okay,
Oh,
Moses, good
wait a
evening.
wait a minute. You want to set me up?
No, I'm
No,
not setting you up. I just want to hear. I haven't had a chance to hear what you have to say. They
Okay.
didn't give me enough time the
The
last time.
first
So
thing is, thank you, Mr. Azango, and I appreciate that. Good evening, gentlemen. There were a couple of things that I said the other night that I just wanted to, because I've been done some research. I wanted to do some clarity. You know, the statement that I made that this court hearing were going too fast was only predicated on the fact that the talking that were going on, and I thought the case was already in trial, with all of these defendants coming in and exposing what was discussed in there. No, those were preliminary hearings, and they were trying to indict them based on the evidence that by the prosecutors. Now, the prosecutors, after presenting their evidence, they have the right to disclose and give all deposition to the defendant to go and do what they need to do with it, study it before coming back and get ready for trial, because they got to review all of those evidence and get prepared to defend the defendants. And I think I may spoke there, and I just wanted to correct that. That now they have the chance to go ahead and do that. So going to Criminal Code A, I'm not sure how long it's going to take, because I saw something that was aired, I think 9 hours today, where another guy they called John Yanti. I'm not sure who that was, but allegedly was was now one of the defendant, and he was being held with the defendants. So I'm not sure whether they've gathered all of the perpetrators of this case, or as the
thank,
case
thank,
unfolds.
thank you. Let me give you John Yanti clarity on that. John Yanti, according to a report, he was brought back to Liberia,
Yeah.
originally suspected of
$5 million.
main character in this, and according to Terry, the
Uh,
government Republic of Liberia, through their security apparatus, trying to
uh,
pamper him by putting him in a hotel so that he would turn state evidence. And John Yanti now is telling us that indeed the government have lied, and the government trying to bribe him 50,000 once 1 minute, another minute he would say the government wants to
well,
bribe him 100,000,
uh,
200,000. So
okay. All right. Thank you for that clarity. But you see, this is the same Yanti who allegedly was being investigated for $5 million embezzlement at the airport, and that there's
no,
some,
that's not the same. That's not the same guy, though. I
that's
don't
not the
think.
same guy from the Port Authority.
No, I don't think so.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay.
don't think so because
But
of
but
all indication, all of the writing so far that has not come out.
okay, but that was on I think Front Page Africa. A Yanti at the airport allegedly has squandered or embezzled $5 million, and that he was going after one of the businessmen, a Chinese businessman. This man.
That's
Oh,
a different guy. That's a different
okay,
guy.
that's a different man. All right, I stand corrected.
Thank you. Let's hear from you now, Victor.
So you're telling me that this Yanti is the Yanti that the family member Terry is
Yes,
referring.
yes,
Oh, okay. So that's him. All
yes.
right. Okay.
Let's hear from you, Victor.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that was
Quebec.
my thing because this. Let me just close right here, if you don't mind, Libra.
Go
I
ahead.
think this case is becoming more and more comical based on the gathering of more evidence and what have you. And I think the government and the prosecutor needs to get a stake on this case and really prosecute the case based on the evidence that they have. If they're going to bring in more evidence, new evidence, I think that should be something extra later on. But as the case is ongoing and you're bringing in more folks out there as they're speaking, it doesn't look good for the prosecution.
Thank you. Let me also welcome my good friend and brother, Mr. D. Wilson Bali. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Let's hear from you, Mr. Exanko. You're muted. You're muted. You are muted. Mr. Exanko, you are muted.
I
Okay.
apologize. This Deontay fella is the fella who was originally arrested with some of the other guys that they have incarcerated, and he was able to get away. He made his way to Ghana.
Okay.
That's who he is.
Okay.
So there are a couple of things here we need to unpack. First thing is that the government, if you recall last week, Moses wasn't here with us, Samson.
Mm-hmm.
I said that the government evidence at best was flimsy. The initial evidence they pulled out from the chief of police that they opened up the Capitol building at about 5:45, and at 6 o'clock the perpetrators burned the place down. So there are a lot of questions about the furniture that were in there. Were they able to remove also the 3 chairs from there and then come back and burn the place down, all that kind of thing. But additionally, what we feel to bring out also is that the minority group, quote unquote, were not allowed to enter the hall. All the time those guys were doing their thing. If you recall, there was a time that Yeka Kuluba was attacked by the police. The police was giving them cover, and the police continue to protect that area even in the evening, right? So how is it that these guys were able to infiltrate and burn the building down if you had police protection? So that's one thing. Second thing is, here is this guy they pursued. They brought him back to Liberia from the articles that we read. I've read the video we've seen, and they put him up in a hotel. Terry said that he was being investigated. Well, one or two things: you either arrest the person and take them to hold and you can say investigate them there, or you take the person into a hotel because you're trying to, bother them up for some benefit on you for you. Okay. I am more likely to lean on the fact that the government was trying to coerce this guy into becoming their state witness, and it was shown, it was put out like that, right? But remember, he is not the only one who has said the government was putting pressure on them to lie. When they brought the other gentleman, I keep forgetting his name. Remember, he fell out, and they were trying to take him to the hospital.
Yep.
He kept saying he will not lie on these people. This other gentleman is saying the same thing too. He will not lie on these people. So we see a pattern here that is
Mhm.
emerging. Okay. Thirdly, the government, and let me come back to what you're saying, Moses. The government here, the case went to the magisterial level. Had been transferred to the circuit level. The circuit level has to indict these gentlemen. Now, when they're going to do that, it is more likely that you will see that in the October term of court, because we are in the middle of this term of court, which is about to end right now. So it's more likely around about October you will see an indictment, and that is when they come under the jurisdiction of the circuit court.
The
A
guy named, according to my Esther, the guy's named Thomas Etheridge.
Tom Edred, yeah, I keep forgetting his name. Forgive.
Edric. Okay.
Yeah. So there more it's more likely that you will start seeing movement. But in the meantime, again, the burden of proof falls on the prosecution. And so what I'm surmising here is that they don't have evidence. If I, in my own way, can pull hole in that little thing that is said out there initially as evidence, imagine what else they have over there. People questioning. And that is our role here. Again, I'll come back to this. Our role is to look at what they present, how they present it, and give our audience the unbiased, realistic approach of how to look at this thing. Long gone is the day when the government will say this, and because we only had two radio stations in Liberia way back in 1960 something, ELBC and ELWA, everybody will believe them.
Thank you. But let me ask you this. You
Mhm.
made a good point here by saying it is our job to give a critical analysis here. According to who, that my analysis is not critical.
Ask that question again.
You're saying that you expect us here on this platform to give
Uh-huh.
a critical analysis.
Correct.
So if I give my analysis, who determine whether it's critical or not?
Who's criticizing it?
Okay, thank you very much. That's it. Let me go to Terry. Let me go to Terry. Let me go to Terry. Terry, let me come back to you. The way the case is going, I can see uh, the prosecutor that's supposed to be on the offense. It seemed to me that by the time the case open, that most likely they will be on defense. Tell me why you think I'm wrong, if I'm wrong.
Because there are too many loopholes in the case that is making us to realize that the prosecuting team has sufficient to prosecute. The only problem I'm thinking is whether if the evidence that they have will be able to to convict, to get a conviction. All right, because if they do, they can have much to prosecute, but based upon the charges that they have cataloged, whether if those charges will be able to entangle those who that they have accused. So that is where I'm looking at. But I am strongly of the conviction that the prosecuting team will not go all out looking at these high profile politicians to go all out on them without having sufficient evidence. If they do that, this will bring down the JMB government for good. So they have to have it, or they're going to lose it, and they're going to lose it bigly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is the same GMB government that had the interpretation, the Supreme Court interpretation from the Justice Department, and went in front of the regime speaker with a left hand regime speaker who is yet to resign, but yet still won a real election to be the speaker. He's now legitimately speaker of the Republic of Liberia. You think the government got the Unity Party government? You think they got Sinn Féin? Nothing gonna
Well,
bring them down, Terry. Let me go on to Moses. I'm just making a comment. I'm just making a comment. They got no Sinn Féin. The Unity Party people, the only person that making them to be shameful is the president. You heard the president's statement in the last 24 hours or what have you about corrupt behavior. He's very serious, but he need partners to work with him. And most of the partners he have that working with him, they are all, you know what, nyama nyama pure. So let's do that one. Nobody bring the government. They work more hardy than rent to left hand speaker. The government can that if Flantic over there win a case, that will they'll say what you know what they're gonna say? Well, that's our system. JMB government, the Unity Party, on a Unity Party government, you allow in a court and you can win your case. That's the argument right there. Let me go to you, Moses. Let me come to you quickly.
Yes.
And the question that I have for you is this, and I'm asking this question with a purpose, and that is the IG, and you being a security analyst here on LPRU, a perfect position as far as I'm concerned to give us a real statement on that, to at least disabuse us, some of us. The IG, from my perspective, sole responsibility is to collect what he believed to be evidence. In any case, the police, his group goes out and collect what they believe to be evidence. Now, if the evidence that he believed he had put together is excuse me, Tabata start, is unable to generate some sort of a good case, thereby having a conviction, would the Liberian people blame the IG for collecting such an evidence, or would they turn their blame strictly on the prosecutor? Let's talk to me, Moses, please.
Well, yeah, what happens? The first thing is that let me just make reference to what Azango was saying earlier. I'm hoping that we don't litigate the case on these platforms and give the opportunity to the jurors and the prosecutor to present their cases. We can only make references to what we see as in case law as good practices in the criminal justice system. That's number one. Number two is that when we first spoke, I made reference to the part that the IG alone, when they had the press conference, when you saw recently the incident in Minnesota, when that press conference was being given, every security apparatus that participated were on the podium, so that it can't be a lone person making out those evidence. But to directly answer the deliberate question, here is the thing. The police take an oath to protect and to serve. Police are there to investigate matters based on their training and their ability to interpret, to look at the Constitution and see what violation took place, and they can make the decision to charge someone. But it's also important that the Department of Justice, the District Attorney Office, examines those evidence to make sure that it can hold in court before the indictment. That's what they have 48 hours to look at the case, the litigated case, the charges that the police. And let me tell you something. There have been many cases where the police arrest, charge someone, and the prosecutor says to the police, "We can't charge the person. We would not hold this would not hold water in court," and they'll throw it out and they release the person. There's been many cases, but the police alone cannot determine the guilt of a person based on the gathering of the information. That's what that information, the evidence is passed on. Now, something that Zango was saying, but we discussed later on about this John Yanti guy. It is something that they do in criminal justice to say witness protection. and the ways that they do plea bargaining. And I can tell you, in the United States, of the hundreds of thousands of cases that are in the criminal justice system, maybe only 3% will go to trial. They all will plea bargain. And plea bargain means that the suspect plea bargain with the court for lesser sentence or for some probation to turn state witness. But I don't know how it works in Liberia. And these are things that are commonly practiced in litigations and in courts. So I'm not sure where this John Yanti is coming from and talking about bribery and all that stuff like that. But I can tell you that I don't see my way, from what I've learned and my experiences, for the criminal justice system to bribe a witness with money. They will make deals with you to tell you they're going to release you. Maybe that deal was made. That's how they release him. It was made before. But now the family member, the one who came out talking. So they have violated the contract, or they probably violated the agreement between the prosecutor, the government, and that alleged witness. So
Okay.
that's where I'm coming from. But to answer your question, the IG has put himself in a very tough position, that if the Liberian people who are totally ignorant of the criminal justice system, they will see him as someone representing the government and looking to prosecute these guys because of some of the steps that they've taken in this case. That's my own assertion.
All right. Okay, guys. I'm sorry to
You
say I
keep
have
going.
yeah, I have a little emergency here that I have to take off. So let's hold our thought, and let's come back tomorrow, and we have to take it out. It's not a. I don't want people to worry about it. Just something that I have to take care of very quickly. Everything's okay. I just want to say
Well,
it's
we
not
hope
a life.
everything's okay.
Yeah, yeah, everything's okay.
All
So
right.
but for
Okay, it will not be emergency.
I know.
okay,
Okay. All right.
so we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank
Mr.
you very
Azago,
much.
Yes, sir.
Busman, I want you to call me. I want to get in touch